In 1907, 2 years before the Boy Scouts of America was founded, Lord Baden-Powell devised the Scout motto, "Be prepared." Of course, I've done my best to be prepared in scouting, but I can't tell you how many times I showed up to a camping trip without a flashlight or a water bottle or both.
Yeah.
I wanted to be prepared, I wanted to do my best, but I wanted to do it myself. If only everything went according to plan under my own self-sufficiency, I'd finally prove to everyone that I was good enough, that I was mature and responsible. So time after time, I'd refuse help until it was too late.
Yeah.
This mindset just made things worse, as I'd often find myself in catastrophe needing more help from others than if I just accepted help before it became a problem. I saw other kids doing things on their own and wanted to be proud of my own little triumphs and independence, but I failed to recognize that sometimes all of us need a little extra help. The Scout motto is "Be prepared," and I'm a Scout. And the one thing I struggle with the most is being prepared. And all things considered, I must be a pretty awful Scout. How was I ever going to make it to Eagle if I kept forgetting my blue cards and sleeping bags and whatnot? Well, I'll tell you, I came to the realization that to be prepared is less to do with the moment and more to do with the mindset. Baden-Powell didn't mean be prepared for a weekend campout. He meant be prepared for life and whatever it throws at you by being prepared to learn from others how to do it. Throughout my time in Troop 17, I grew significantly as a person. Was I always perfect? Did I always pass the tests given to me? No, but I like to think that I demonstrated a commitment to learning how to live the Scout oath and law as the Scouting program aims. I learned a lot, sometimes a hard way, that being prepared meant being prepared to take advice from those who know more than you do. Parents nodding their heads. I'm still stubborn sometimes, but as I started rising through the ranks, I stopped making the same mistakes over and over again because I was prepared to receive advice to get better. My grades improved as I became prepared to take constructive criticism and use it to get better, and I became a better musician. As with gentle guidance from my teachers, I was prepared to commit myself to the art form. This occasion is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate the hard work and dedication that each of you have demonstrated and the influence it's had on me. It's a celebration of all that you've done for me, all the lessons you've taught me, and a ceremony of my promise that your investments in my future will be put to good use. It's a celebration of the hard-learned lessons that have helped me become more prepared. Mr. Gaudet, who taught me to remember that cheerfulness and preparedness are important virtues of a Scout. Mr. Griffin, for his quiet patience and unfailing expectations, which made me strive to do better every day. Mrs. Sue Gent, who taught me acceptance of others and myself. Ms. Judy Kasperzik, who makes every Scout feel welcome and always has a kind word and a smile. And Mr. O'Connell, where is he? Where do you go? Mr. O'Connell. During my project, Mr. O'Connell, who's a living example of the Scout oath and law, during my project, Mr. O'Connell showed up every day to work on the site on his bicycle from across town with all of the tools in the basket on his handlebar. But of all the tools he brought with him, his bottomless jar of Scout spirit and hard work were the most powerful. I am and will always be grateful for each and every one of you. I owe all of my success, be it in scouting, in school, in my faith, or in whatever I do. I am who I am because of you and the individual impacts you have made on me. Not one of us becomes who we are without the foundation of love and dedication that others have laid down before us. Thank you for your acceptance, your patience, your support, and your kindness. Through you, I am ready to live life to the fullest, to be the best I can for my friends and family, for my community, to God, and for that little kid with the mole on his cheek who wanted to be somebody worth being. Through you, I am prepared for life.